All right, race fans, we're here. Milwaukee Mile. We got qualifying underway. Stay tuned. Ought to be a good one.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, here we go. Qualifying winding down. Ought to be a solid one here tonight. Sticker man, back right. SDK sometimes has its own following, I guess. All right. Qualifying winding down here. We're getting set to grid them up. All right, Andrew Caldwell's going to put it on pole tonight. Hannah right there behind him. Look at the grid real quick. Like I said, Andrew Caldwell out front in this one. Tanner Marr starting there in second. Larry Bell up third. Stephen Burnett going to start there in fourth. Eric Anderson in fifth. Mike Differson is going to be there in sixth. Dave Gainforth starting seventh. Boy Sherman up in the eighth. Tom Rickard there in ninth. Dustin Ping starting in 10th. To the rest of the field. We got a good 25-car field here tonight. And so that means we're going to have a good solid race, which we do every Tuesday. Guys put on a good show. Milwaukee Mile. Yes, it's a mile track. It doesn't look like it. It looks a little shorter, but it actually is a mile track. Favorite driver out there? Who you rooting for? Pulling for? I know we got Tom Rickard fans. Some others. Grid's lining out here, folks. Getting set. Find out a little info for you here, too, by the way. So, meaning like when our stages are tonight. Stages we are looking for lap 55 and lap 110. 55 and 110 are the stages tonight. Got a little input here, too. You go about 54 laps on fuel. That's going to put them close to the stages. So what that does is makes it interesting on whether or not do you pit before the stage. Get set, pace cars in. We're going green. Milwaukee Mile. Caldwell comes and takes them off. Complete lap one. Caldwell's the man out front. Burnett there in second. Mars falls back in third to go single file with Dickerson and Bell back here around about the fourth, fifth place spot. Going to have a good battle going on. Body single file up front. I think it's kind of what this track man's going to lean to. Here, Anderson taking a high side there. Right behind him. Herman falling back just a little bit. What you can do. Battle here with Larry Bell Company. Anderson again. Coming out on the pit road there. Back around Tom Ricker. He's back here in the top 10 spot. Oh, I know we have some Michael fans too out here. Where's he at tonight? There's Kathy. No, I knew when I saw you pop up. There you go. Tom's doing okay. He's in 12th. Problem is he's stuck on that outside. I don't think the outside right now is where you want to be. I want to try to get maybe on that inside groove if you possibly can. And this track, unfortunately, is going to be like a one-groove track. And then you'll start seeing guys that are on the long run save some tires and so forth. You see him in the 9 machine right there of Music coming on the inside. Up front, there's Kool-Aid Man. He's taking a spot away. Got a battle in front of them there with Eric Anderson. It looks to be like Larry Bell. Yep, Bell, Sherman, and Peen. Oh, little sideways there for Sherman. Actually, that's Peen, my bad. Out on board, see a little close quarter. There in the grandstands, I got you. Talking about the grandstands, here you go, there. What you look like up in the grandstand. Give you a shot of what it looks like. What you're seeing, the grandstand. That's what Kathy said. Grandstand right now, so this is what she's seeing, the battle, folks. Well, everybody see. You're here at the race, by the way. This track wouldn't be too bad to be in person if you was up top like that way high. don't know if I'd want to be down there on the bottom. If you're like way up here on the top, probably could see all the action. It wouldn't be too bad. On the tracks today, not too bad at all. I've never been to it, I don't know. Anderson right now is getting a little bit of shove there from Sherman. Bell behind him, they're battling. Van Vliet, that's right. Kool-Aid man. Tom's falling off just a little bit for some reason. He's stuck on that outside. He needs to get back to that inside. That's going to hurt him. He finally does. Gets in front of Bowman, the game genie guy. Put his cheat code on. Long a race tonight. Folks going to have to be a little patient. 5 here. First 8. Dave dropped 10 spots already, unfortunately for him. A little further on back here there's Amanda. Had a tough race last week. Lily girl. Got a battle going on right there, 21st. Mike Murphy. Then the swinging thing in the Joker machine. Andy Cork, unfortunately, a lap down. Not the night he wants. Got this battle going on back here, 21st spot. Meanwhile, leader out front, though, he's got it clean and green. Caldwell with Burnett right behind him. Tanner, he's been showing up here as of late. Hey, I got the Christmas spirit going on. I like that truck. But I don't know if I got my side view or not. Let's see. Now, come on. You know what? We need to fix that. How's that? That better? I had to fix it right fast, folks. I had to. Go off the side of these trucks a little bit. Look at that. Christmas spirit. Like, I got a lot. He's got Stiverson right there on his back bumper, though. And this track is more of you'll ride a little bit, and then who can save tires? So you'll see some long run. You don't use them up. Patience. Anderson looking good in the 5th place spot there. Battle going on behind him around 6th, 7th. Sherman, Heinzman. Heinzman last week had a race up and down for him. And you see the playoffs there. By the way, let's look. We are in the first race of the playoffs. Let me string up here on the screen. You're going to see on the screen right there. That's your drivers. Playoff drivers right now. And you see the 2 in the red. Those are the ones racing. Hopefully not getting cut off and going to the next round. So that's your playoff drivers. Plus out here too, you'll see on their screen, you see right there 2 playoff drivers. Dustin Peen and Corey Sherman. Ping and Sherman. 2 playoff drivers. Quite sure there's a playoff driver out front here. Yep, playoff driver right there. Oh, my bad. Playoff driver right behind him, Burnett. You see Cody there? You got 3 playoff drivers. Cody, Ping, Sherman. Get old Van Vliet. Kool-Aid man. I like his Kool-Aid truck, by the way. I think it's cool. Greg Mitchell. Over Larry Bell. Trying to close in on him. So the playoff drivers are the ones that will have to be really, really patient here. So let's see if any of the which playoff drivers are kind of marred in the back right now. Like pretty much all playoff drivers are up front. Oh. Go through the field here. Got Burnett right there in second. He's the top one. You got, and then you go back here to fifth place spot where you got Cody, Heinzman, Ping, and Andrew. Well, Ping. Sherman's falling back there to eighth. Van Veet, Bell. So Mitchell's going to be the last one there. Back on 11. Not bad. Up there. Maddie's not here. I was actually looking at that because I know y'all are a dedicated fan group. The Maddie Snipes. Not here tonight. Unfortunate. I like to see, man, when everybody still sticks to it. And Milwaukee's one of the tracks that he don't like. Heinzman right now hanging on to fifth. He's up 9 spots. Hard charging. Along with Greg Mitchell up 9. Bill Wayne, he's up 8. Got a couple drivers, a couple of the chase drivers up big. Yeah, we talk about Maddie out there, man, a lot. Qualifying down Patty, definitely come through the field. Good, solid, patient race so far. Everybody's been on the up and up. See a nose to tail right there. Ping, Anderson. As you see, actually you got Sherman moving up on the back end. Ping. Solid race so far. Got a battle here. Anderson's got company. Excuse me, that's in front of him. Diverson, Heinzman's got company. They're closing in the gap. That's Ping going around them. This is about the time where you do start seeing drivers who are better on the long run start closing in on that gap. Enjoying it tonight here. We got the Cyberr Thunder Tuesday League. We're starting off the chase here tonight. Got a couple fan clubs out there. Drivers that they enjoy. See if we got any weird names for this one tonight. Well, we got our sponsors tonight. I got to thank them out there. Jason Dinsmore, Ethan Milwaukee, and Kenzie Milwaukee. Appreciate them. So it is. It's a 175 Lawn Care Classic here tonight. So it's the Lawn Care Classic. There we go. They always have got some good names here. Codwell still the man out front though. Leading the way. He's pulling out a little bit, about 1.7 second lead over Burnett. Tanner's trying to hang on to that third, but he's got Cody coming strong. Heinzman up 10 spots, blasting through this field here tonight. Dustin Ping right behind him. There in the 5th place spot, you see Stiverson. He's back in 6th. Eric Anderson in 7th. He's got Sherman breathing out his back door. To that inside. Remember I told you, staying on the inside where you want to be. You get caught to that outside, not the place. It's almost a one groove style track. And you know, I said it's a mile track, but look at it. I mean, yeah, it looks big, I guess, but here from the grandstand, you would think it's a mile. I won't be able to see all the way around it, but So it just has that feel of not like a shorter style track. Looking for lap 55 though, folks. The lap we're looking for. Still battle right here around 7th, 8th place spot. That brings Greg Mitchell into the mix. Mitchell's there. Right on board with him. What he's seeing on the track. Modulates around it a little bit. Putting from the rough. Okay? Golf man. Herman, he's got the golf truck. I like the top golf stuff. That was pretty. All right, they was able to make that pass. Here comes Mitchell to the inside. Put Anderson one more spot back. There in Knight. Van Vliet, he's going to be the next one to the Kool-Aid. Going to run it through there. Good old Van Vliet. Bell. Back here in 11th. Like Van Vliet, this is a battle going on the track right here. This is for the 9th place spot. Falling just a little bit. And like I said, we got a little bit of info as far as pit stops. They said they can go about 54 laps. That's interesting because do you take it all the way to the stage? Or you pit early? Still battle going on right here. Van Vliet, Anderson and company. Vliet's trying everything he can do. Kool-Aid truck. Anderson's right there holding him off. They're closing on the back end there of Dickerson. How you see Vliet taking on the inside? Ran through the door like the Kool-Aid guy does. Takes that spot. Anderson falls back. Can't. They're going to be Mill Wayne up here. This is about the best battle on the track right now. 34 into this one. Been a good solid race so far tonight for the Cyberr Thunder Racing League here tonight for the Lawn Care Classic 175 Milwaukee Mile. No, Codwell, he's actually catching lap traffic. Wow. Oh, hang on to it. That's not what you want to see as a leader. Guy in front of him get loose. You just want to see him say, look, just pull on over and scoot. He's got a 2.7 second lead now over Burnett. He's extending that lead. Very strong. Heinzman is right there along with it. Tanner Marr. Back and forward. Ping there in the 5th place spot. trying to close the gap, maybe take that spot away. I think Cody's up 11 spots in third. Man, that guy's just on a mission. Targeted mission, that is. Wow. All right, still a good run. Out front, Caldwell right here. Oh, Ping falls back. See Burnett take that spot there. Tanner Marr. Looks like Dustin Ping's going to come up in the clutches here. Marr. Herman's back there in the 6th place spot. He's got Mitchell breathing down his back door. Cody up 12 spots in the second. Cody Heinzman is a man. Hey, what's up, Tiny? Appreciate it, man. Yeah, this is a good race. I mean, it's typical Milwaukee. I mean, you can get in trouble once the tires start, kind of flattening out a little bit. Kind of a flatter style track, not much banking here. We'll have to see how these guys, man, work it with their tire wear. Right now, we're, 42 laps into this one? We are 40 laps. We are looking lap 55, which is going to be the stage. Got some inside information, though, that they can only go 54 laps, which would be kind of interesting. Do you pit right before the stage then? Let's see our leader now getting through some lap traffic. Cody's getting through it too. Cody's actually on the move here. You see Dustin taking that spot away from Tanner. Marr right there falls back to 5th. Excuse me. I hear you. Go eat something, man. Mitchell up 13 spots in 6th. He's the hard charger over Cody. Neil Wayne right back here in the 10th place. He's got Van Veet in front of him. Eric Anderson right behind him. That's a lawn care guy. Lawn care. 175 here. Neil Wayne. He's one of the sponsors here tonight too, by the way. Look at that. Got his lawn care machine out here. Good. He got the John Deere colors. He's going for that 9th place spot. Is he going to try to pick him with one of these lap trucks? I don't know. You got a lap truck low, lap truck high. What do you do? Actually, that's not a lap truck. That's Stiverson. But actually, that's the 8th place machine. Now we got a battle going on for 9th and 10th. Van Veet's going to fall back to 10th, the Kool-Aid machine. Here comes Mill Wayne. Up 12 spots. Hard charging himself through the field. Larry Bell's falling off just a little bit. Back in 12th back here, you see Tom right there behind him. Tom's trying to get this thing back straight. I can see Van Veet falling back. Is that Van Veet? No, that's a lap truck, my bad. Anderson's able to take it around. Look at old Eric Anderson right there in that STP machine. Love's coming out here racing. All right, Bell. Ricker might try to take it from Bell. That's the Grinch machine. I love it. I like Christmas spirit. Love the Christmas spirit. Bell got picked to the outside. Not where he wanted to be. And he dropped 2 spots there. He got, Richter and Bowman both was able to get around him. Wow. A lot of trucks, man, going through lap traffic except for the leader, who's got a 4.3 second lead over that man right there, Cody Heinzman, who has come up 12 spots through the field. I mean, he has just came through it like gangbusters. Got about 9 more laps to go. We'll go to our first stage here tonight. 5. Get a good one. Heinzman right in second. Burnett's right there on him. If he could close the gap. Actually, you got Ping there too. Burnett and Ping both have not lost too much on Heinzman, so you're second, third, and fourth place. Tanner's falling back just a little bit there. Marr, I think he got marred in traffic. He's back there in the 5th place spot. He's got Mitchell on his back bumper. See it? Mitchell trying everything he can do to come out of the turn. We got Corey Sherman there in 7th place. Bill Wayne's back up in the 8th. Dickerson, he's in 9th, and Van Veet back in the 10th. Everybody top 10 so far. Little battle maybe starting to happen right here with Phil. Yep, goes around on Stiverson. Stiverson's out. He's going to lose a 2 for 1 there. Tom's getting back to groove here late on. Back up to 10th. And this is kind of how the passing goes. You get kind of a little spread out, single file. You're taking them out one by one. How Cody's done it. Far so good. Going to race here. Let's go a little further back. A little battle going on. Unfortunately, Eric Anderson's falling off the pace. He's back there in the 13th spot. Got Larry Bell on him. Bell's right behind him. Bell's trying to get around old Anderson. Going to scoop down on that inside. Looks like Anderson's truck's got a little bit tight on him here in the run. Getting close. Are they going to do pit stops first? You see a couple on pit road. Michael Murphy. Do we see somebody jump on pit road first, or do we actually see them go all the way to the stage? Somebody's got to stay out to get the stage bonus points. So who stays out? And then who goes in? Codwell right now in control. He's got a 4-second lead. He could actually save some fuel. I think he can save enough to stay out. I think he can. We're coming up here, lap 53. A couple more laps here for stage 1 tonight. Milwaukee, the lawn care 175 here. Milwaukee Mile for the Cyberr Thunder Tuesday. Ooh. That man has been dominating. Andrew Codwell. And I know he's got to be feeling like, yeah, even if I get back out here, I don't feel really good about, oh, caution out. Whoa, wow. Did not expect that one. Don Milwaukee. Did he have some help? Oh, he was slowing up. I think he was coming on pit road, and the 20 got in the back of him. Diverson. I think he was slowing up to come on pit road. Well, that's going to be your stage caution right there. So Codwell. Guess that takes out the who's pitting and who ain't. Obviously, they got some guys a lap down. Stevenson a lap down. Few of these guys a lap down. Oh. Wow. Good one tonight here. Step away. Quick commercial break. Be right back.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words: passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without.
All right, going back green. Lights off on the pace car. Getting set. Caldwell and Company. Pace car's in. Green flag. Back at it in Milwaukee Mile. Now where Cody wants to be. See Burnett coming to get to the inside of him. Dustin Peen. Now we're looking for lap 110 for our second stage here tonight. Cody might break out and get there. He does. Gets down to the inside. Can he do anything with Caldwell, though? Run him down. Mitchell's there, too. Where you got to try to get as much as you can early on. But then you got to save some tires for later on. I want to use it all up. See Mitchell right here, too, in the battle with Marr and Peen. Marr throws it on the inside. He dove it down in there. 2 tires, you might be able to hold it outside just a little bit. Andrew's got this close figured out. Form of machines right now. Everybody's single file for the moment. Got to go back a little further back here. See Bowman tearing up the back end of Richter. Right behind him, you see Van Veet. Lusick. Oh, and Tom, man's going to lose that spot, too. He's going to drop back to 10th. Side-by-side, door-to-door battle here for 11th to 12th. Lusick takes the spot away for the moment. Van Veet says, I have other words. Problem is he's on that outside. Keeps staying on the outside. Eric Anderson's going to get up there and slam the door on him. All right, he figures it out. There's Richter and Bowman. Bowman's going to click on the game genie. Trying to see if we can't take the spot away from Sherman. Meanwhile, here comes Richter back to the inside. You got a die-hard Sears going on. Oh, every time I see that Sears truck, man, it just takes me back to the days of Sears. It's like Kmart. Loved in 2 places. Blockbuster. LMA. The battle right here is for 8th and 9th, or 9th and 10th, excuse me. Bowman and Richter. Keeping it neck and neck and door to door. Tom slips past him. We'll see what the leader's doing right now. He's not pulling away like he was over Cody. You know, this is what I figured, man. Cody, if he had a shot to get up there to the leader, can he stay with him? He has so far. He had a good long run truck. Stage winner won tonight here through Caldwell. Cody Heinzman had a fast machine last week. Got marred up in some traffic though. Greg Mitchell coming through the field here. Battling there side by side with Burnett. That's for the 4th place. And he's going to put his sights on Dustin Peen for that 3rd. Up 15 spots, Mitchell is. Wow. Milwaukee, one of the title sponsor here. He's up 14 at Lawn Care. The Lawn Care 175 here tonight at Milwaukee Mile. He's beating down the back end of old Tanner Marr's truck. Now Tanner, go, go, go. Christmas spirit there, Tanner does. Nice looking truck, by the way. I like Christmas time, too. So. Try to make it feel like Christmas. The older you get, it's kind of like, start to feel like Grinch. Ooh, Milwaukee slipped a little bit coming out of the turn. That's going to help Sherman kind of close in on him. I don't know if Cody's got anything. He's holding kind of strong last lap time right there with a 41 and a 43. So those two guys are actually running about dead even. Dustin Ping behind him with a 33 and a 35 on Mitchell. So those are two of the faster trucks, you know, coming up on those two guys. But you know, I talk about times a lot. What it takes to pass somebody. You know, yeah, you might be a touch faster, but it's going to take at least a solid 10th faster to make that pass on someone. Maybe a little bit more to make it clean. Running a couple hundreds quicker, you're just not going to be able to make that pass and make it clean. You're almost going to stay right there side by side with them or right at their quarter panel. So even though they are running, you know, a touch faster, it's about 400s. That time he really gained some. Mitchell and Peen, they ran a 42 to 48. I mean, so they're closing in. See, Heinzman right there trying everything he can. Now, Caldwell might be running a little more aggressive this round, knowing that he's got somebody behind him. You know, sometimes it's a psychological game. Oh, we got a truck that's off the track. Grinch. What happened to him? He stole the racetrack. Grinch stole the racetrack. See what happened to Corey and Casey. Thomas. Just slipped coming out of the turn. Grinch said he was trying to get a hold of something here. Nice truck too, by the way. He has some help. Nope. Lost it coming out of the turn, and then he's helping the lawn care out here. Got in the wall, unfortunately. Helping mowing. We'll go back up here and see what Heinzman, he's still right there on the back bumper. Caldwell, the leader. Right on board. Let's just see what he looks like. Just to show you, we are in the first race of the chase. Here's what the points look like. That is Heinzman. He is one of the chase driver. See him right now going for the lead. Not what old Caldwell wanted to see tonight. Cody taking the top spot. And he does. Slips it right on the inside. Nothing Andrew could do. Ooh, Cody slips up the track a little bit. We'll see a crossover. Now we'll see what Andrew can do. Remember being out front all that time. Sometimes you get kind of complacent. Now we'll see what he can do if he can actually close this gap back in. You got Dustin Peen back here along with Greg Mitchell. Burnett, Bill Wayne, lawn care machine, there's Marr. Thurman trying to close in on Marr. Got a lot of close quarters. Some guys make a mistake and they're going to be there. Right about the 9th place on back, you see Richter, Bowman, Busick, Van Veek. Look at that, Mountain Dew and Kool-Aid. Oh, what a combination. Anybody ever makes a suicide drink with Mountain Dew and Pepsi together? That was good. We used to do that when I was younger. Yeah. Harry Bell, teammate Tanner Marr. First one lap down, got to be Mike Stiverson. Back there in 18th. Amanda? Sherman? Another Mountain Dew machine out here. Not bad, up at 17th spot. Holding her on there. Cody has not been able to pull away yet. Nobody been able to pull away like they were last time with the Caldwell. Caldwell was able to pull away from the field. Cody got out front. Andrew's keeping him a little honest. 3/10 lead right here. Ping back in third. We got about 25 to go. Ooh, little battle going on back here. Oh, wait a minute. And they're on pit road. Well, Tanner's gone. Trouble. Hopefully everything's okay on his end because that's he left the race and he was actually doing quite well. So I hope everything's good on Tanner Marr's part. Maybe we'll get an update. You're out there listening, Tanner. Someone on the team is listening. I hope everything's good. Ow. Just like that. Tanner Marr out of this one. Mitchell trying to close the gap here. He's in fourth. Burnett hanging on back here in the 5th place. Milwaukee in 6th. Codwell leading early. Got stage 1. Heinzman though, and oh! Flat truck getting out the way. Mitchell but around the lap truck there. He's up 15th spot. He's our main hard charger tonight. Along with Milwaukee. He's up 15. Solid run for him too. Up in 6th. Like I said, just a couple trucks out. Unfortunately, Tanner Marr out tonight. Got Casey Tomlinson and Chris Harefield out of this one. Herman back there in 7th. Richter, he's up to 8th. Bowman back there in the 9th. Van Veet, he's right there in the 10th. We are looking for lap 110. Richter on pit road. Is this suspected? It's early. Oh. Well, kind of a different pit strategy there. Not quite sure on that pit strategy. And meanwhile, still up front, Andrew's trying to keep Cody Heinzman honest by being right there on this back bumper. Cody can't feel comfortable being out front like Andrew was earlier. Remember, Andrew had that big lead. Not right now. Is he going to be able to close that gap up on him? He's there. Andrew is. Dustin Ping just can't make that little bit of gap between them. Maybe if those guys get up there and start battling, I mean, he's closing in. He's a touch faster than those two guys. Dustin Ping is there. Andrew's trying to see if he can't, weave around. Maybe make Cody make a mistake. Cody's just got to concentrate on his line. Because being a one groove track, I mean, there is only one line. So he knows if he gives up that lane, he's going to get past. And that's what Codwell's trying to make him do. Boom. So far, top three. Heinzman, Codwell. He slips a little bit in that turn. That brings Ping right there on his back bumper. They keep racing hard up front here. They're going to bring Mitchell into this one. On board here with Dustin Ping. He's been able to close that gap too. You see right there, Codwell going a little bit high. He keeps doing that. He's flirting with a disaster a little bit. You see Ping right now trying to throw it in. He goes a little bit narrower in that turn. This is the apron a little bit. He's fast. I'll give him credit. Safe flight, and then we got auto glass. Two glass places. Good moving through the field. That's the top three trucks right there. Tony Heinzman, Andrew Codwell, and Dustin Ping. Ping is chewing up the back end here, Codwell. We got several more laps to go before we get to stage number 2, though. Ping's got that nose on the inside. That is not what Andrew wanted to have happen. What Cody wants to see, and he's just going to let him go. That actually is a smart move by Andrew. Don't want to battle. He understands. I mean, it looks like Ping's a lot faster. You get up on battle, you're going to tear those tires up. Maybe he can get up there. Ping can get up there and battle with Cody. Codwell, this run here, though. Wow. Off the pace. Mitchell's there in fourth. Dustin Ping out front, or excuse me, right in second. Heinzman there and out front. Codwell. Burnett still holding on to fifth. Got Milwaukee closing in on him, though. Milwaukee's up 15 spots also. He's one of the sponsor guys here tonight, by the way. The Lawn Care 175. Milwaukee Mile. Thurman here all alone in seventh. On with Bowman. Van Vliet, he's got a little breathing room over Anderson. Who's in 10th. Lucy's back in 11th, so they're kind of spread out back here in the back now. Chris Lane coming into the picture here in 11th. Tom at the pit stop. Up 16th spot. Back on the lead lap at least. Not quite sure that pit stop that Tom made. Kind of, you know, a unique one. Gonna watch the battle back up here for the lead. Gonna heat up as they go through lap traffic. Uh-oh, Don. Milwaukee, it says, went off the track. Trying to watch what happened. Watch this replay here, John. Allen with the 20. Pushing the 20. Ooh, little contact. Okay. Cody got a little breathing room. He was second place man right now. Dustin Peen. A good solid race here tonight too. The laps 94 into it. We're lap 110. I'm back quick. No cautions. Except for the stage cautions. I don't count them. How about like official style cautions? I don't want to jinx. Actually, I take that back. We really would have had the official. Actually, we did have a caution right before the stage. So it actually was a caution that would have been the stage. Does that make sense? So I guess you could either say it was a stage caution or officially a caution. It was both. Heinzman still leading in control of this one out front. Cody is there with Dustin Peen trying to run him down. Codwell has fallen off the pace. Remember, he was dominating in the first part of the race. Mitchell's about a second back from him. Trying to see if he can't close that gap up. They're spread out throughout the entire field. And the closest battle right now is this one for the lead while we're watching it. An idea with some of the trucks, they're just, you know, kind of riding themselves back here. See, you see Music's kind of close in on Anderson a little bit. Bell. Lang. Gain fourth right here with them too. Sherman. We're at that pit stop in lap 79. Unique style pit stop. Oh, Amanda. I always have to say, guys and girls. He's a mystery out here, y'all. You haven't heard anything about him. You see the top two guys going around some lap traffic. The Joker man there. Tom did fall a lap down again. He was back on the lead lap, but now he's falling back. You see him right there. Get the lucky dog. If he can stay there, they don't catch. See how far back they are from Amanda. They're about 10 seconds or so. They might not be able to catch her before this one. But if they do, Tom's going to have to do a wave around before we get to that stage style caution. Mitchell back to third. Going around some lap traffic. Codwell's run down Mitchell. This is the battle for third and fourth. Uh-oh. All right, now he gets a little separation there. Mitchell does. Heinzman's still in control of this one up front. King, trying to get around the lap truck. Get around it. Yeah, he got around it. Got about 8 more laps here. 2 here tonight. Remember they got that caution right before the stage, so they all pitted? Yeah. Going to be interesting if they take it all the way. I think they're going to have to make a little pit stop before the end of it. Dustin Peen, doing the job. Right there in second. Tom. I'm trying to get his lap back. Now he's trying to get his lap back the hard way. He doesn't want to be that lucky dog before the stage. Dustin kind of losing a little ground there to Heinzman. Tom's trying everything he can to maybe get back around Cody. He can actually get back on the lead lap. Means he doesn't have to take the lucky dog. If he's able to catch the leader. Bob Caldwell back here by himself in 4th. Burnett in the 5th place spot. Bill Wayne still holding on there to 6th. Trying to run down old Burnett. Our 10th place man, he's hanging on to it. He's got Music right there behind him. That'd be a top 10 for points in the stage. Stephen man slipped a little bit. Tom made it around him. You got Heinzman out front, Ping. Caldwell right behind him. Burnett, Milwaukee, that's your top 6. Top 5 too though, Burnett's there. Cody's still holding on to this one. Dustin's right there on his back bumper. Just that little pass. So does Dustin got anything maybe to take away this stage from Cody up front? Tom got back on his lead lap, by the way. That'll actually put Stiverson, the lucky dog. I don't know. A couple more to go here. We'll have stage number 2 here tonight. Oh, truck around. John Milwaukee. Again. See what happened. Watching this on the replay here. The loops are coming out of the turn. What a save. Leaders go by too. Cody Heinzman looks like he's going to take stage number 2. Dustin Ping's there in second. Caution flag flies. So that's stage number 2 tonight, folks. Been a solid. Step away. Be right back in a few.
And then if you want to, just a little
I'm
bit
Blaine
about how the
Smith.
foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And and even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, that makes everything a lot better.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side, and pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles right where they live and work. Through races, service projects, workouts, and a cutting-edge mobile app, our members develop a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. With a growing force of over 200,000 strong, we invite all veterans, families, and non-military supporters to start putting their well-being first. Team Red, White, and Blue is forging America's leading health and wellness community. Will you join the team?
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words: passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
All right, here we go. Getting set to go back green, and I want to talk about the turn of events right here. Cody back at 16th spot. Oh, he pitted again. Top it off on fuel, so we'll see if he comes back. Green flag back here in Milwaukee. Mitchell now out front in this one. Side by side with Caldwell. He's stuck on that outside with Ping. Let's see if Cody can come through the field. I still feel everybody's going to have to make another pit stop for this one's over. Not going to make it all the way. Not sure there, Kathy, whether or not, Cody might have done it. Everybody's going to get spread out. Mitchell gets the lead out front with Ping. See Caldwell there, Sherman. And the big battle back here. You got Van Veet. Busick, Bowman. Well, the next stage here is the final one. That's where all the marbles win tonight. Good to get those stage wins early on, but this is the one that you want. Whoa! Truck around in the back. That's Larry Bell. He was able to hang on to it, but wow. He got that thing awful wicked loose. Battle up front here. Talking about the 10th place spot. Bill Wayne and company. Right there, Tom beating and banging a little bit with Mill Wayne. That's up front. I'm trying to get that thing back up front. See what he can do. Mill Wayne's holding strong in 10th. Tom wants it. He got back on the lead lap. Tom Mickey, they're in the 11th. I have him Mill Wayne. Mill Wayne blocks a little bit, going to go to the inside of Bowman. Bowman's there. Ooh, Tom sticks his nose to the inside again. Oh, little contact. Those two guys been beating and banging. Here it comes. Cody said, I'll help you out, Tom. Boom, boom. He does. Cody up to 12. He's going to look to take the place, that spot away there from game 4. He does. And he's actually going to take it away from Tom. Tom says, all right, go ahead. You help me get around him. I'll help you get around him. Look out. Kool-Aid Man on the move. 7th place spot here with Musick. Mountain Dew, Kool-Aid, Nintendo. There you go. That's a combination. That was back in the day, back in the 80s. Friday, Saturday night. I guess we got the NOS energy drink right there. That'd be more like the new age. You see him sticking his nose in. Cody's coming through the field. He feels that urgency. Get back up front and get as close as he can. And when they do make that pit stop, he's there. Doesn't want to get, kind of complacent yet. Pick them off one by one. Mitchell still out front in this one with Dustin Ping right behind him. Andrew Caldwell, who's been up front most of the race. He got stage number 1 here tonight. Out front with a big lead, just could not. He fell off the pace a little bit here in the second. But he's still in hunt. Mitchell up 18 spots. Burnett back and forth with Sherman there in 5th. This is the first race of the chase, by the way. And right here you go. This is your chase. The guys you're looking at. You can see there's going to be 2 drivers after these 3 races that are actually going to fall off, and then we'll go back to the round of 8. We'll go down to the round of 4. Down to champ. Mitchell out front in this one. Playoff driver. Ping right behind him. Two playoff drivers up front. Mitchell and Ping. They'd like to cap this one off with a win. Info here, if you win, do you get automatically to the next stage? Is that how they're doing the playoff here? Let's see. Okay, so here, yeah, If you win, you do advance, but you have to participate in all 3 of the races in that stage. So you can't miss a race. So let's just say, hypothetically here, that Mitchell wins. Yes, he would advance to the next stage, round of 8, but he still would have to participate in the next 2 races. Getting a win out of the way here is something that, you definitely would want. Well, you're locked into that next stage. And then the next stage is going, okay, nice push. Next stage is going to be the interesting one because it gets the Final 4 Race for Championship. Back here with the Kool-Aid guy. Van Vliet, he's there in 9th. Bill Wayne, who was up front there a little bit, falling back a little bit on those pit stops, back in 10th. Bosic's there. You see Tom, who's able to get back on the lead lap. He's up to 12th. Lane, Gainport, behind them there was Amanda Sherman and Bell. Look what Cody's up to. Coming through the field, he's up 8 spots. Up to 6th. He's hard charging through that field right now. He's trying to get back up front so when the pit stops do happen, he'll put himself in a good spot. Get to the closing laps here tonight. Cyberr Thunder Tuesday. Lawn Care 175 Milwaukee Mile. Good shout out to Mill Wayne's out there sponsoring us tonight, along with Dismore. See ya. See out here? Jason? I don't see him. All right, well, Jason's watching. Okay. The battle here, that's for 9th. Bill Wayne wants it. Van Beek's trying to hang on to it. Ooh, yeah. Kool-Aid King. I like that paint job. Bright. Pretty. Plus, it's got a big Kool-Aid man on the hood. Oh, y'all better shot. Maybe for all the kids out there. See it? Yeah. Kool-Aid. That should make you feel like a kid again. All this man in control, though. Greg Mitchell out front. With Dustin Ping right behind him. Ping closing the gap. See it? Going to be able to take the spot away from him when he gets up there. Catching and passing. Different things here. I say it's 2 different things, but we've actually seen now. Ooh. Cody making a spot here on Sherman. Cody's up to 5th. Continuing his charge back to the front. Ping's there. He's in 2nd. Codwell behind him. Mitchell out front. They got a little bit of a gap between them and Codwell. Unless they start battling. They start battling, that's when it might get a little trouble. You see Ping right now. Old Strong out front into it. Codwell. Oh, here comes Ping. He's going to look. Drive off in the turn there, Mitchell does. Hope that's going to help him on the drive off. Oh, look at that. Press the link to receive 30 off your top pit order. Go racingconcepts.com. Get your link. Check it out, Racing Concept. You do see Ping trying everything he can right along with him here. Close up on him, he just can't quite get there. Greg Mitchell. Last couple weeks, pit stops, pit strategies have kind of bit him a little bit. Dives it off into that turn. Holding on for Ping. Ping's got that front end, looks like a little devil. Look at the eyes on it, the way that paint job is. Whoever did that, that's kind of slick. I give him credit. Oh, Ping went high that time. Then he's going to crisscross over and he's going to try to get him. And Mitchell, nothing he can do. Maybe pinch him down. Might be the ideal thing to do there. Not let him get that run off the turn, but did. Try to pinch him down a little bit. Yeah, he's not going to. Gonna give him all the room in the world. Herman on pit road. That is the question. When do you make the pit stop? You make it early or do you make it late? But you're still fighting hard. That outside's just not the place to be at this track. And Dustin just tuning up, makes that pass, goes to the top spot to lead here. We're at 35 to go in this one. Codwell was able to move up just a little bit. Cody still there in fourth. I would think from now to end, down to about the next 10 laps, definitely going to want to make those pit stops. I just don't think anybody can make it. Wait, they pitted lap at 112 now. No, that's 60 laps. Not making it. Not all the way, and you see Larry Bell, Van Vliet on pit road. I kind of feel like maybe now, see this battle going on here around 6-7. I think now might be the time to come in. Because you're definitely going to want to have enough time to get back up to the field if you slip and get back. Maybe 145, 148. Anderson on pit road. Be curious to see of when they come in. Cody pitted at lap 113. He topped off. He's still going to have to make a pit stop. He's trying to get as close as he can to the leaders up here, because if I'm him, I'm either going to try to short pit them by a lap, and that's exactly what he's done. So, yeah, that's a smart move here with Cody. Short pit, yeah. Short pit them, and then they have to make their pit stop. I agree with this stop here. That's a good call. Good call. Now curious to see what Dustin Ping and him does. This is your money stop here, though. Don't want to make a mistake. On or off pit road. He looked clean and green. Codwell on pit road. That might have forced the hand of some of the top drivers. See it right there. See Ping go around. Cody's going to get right back on the lead lap, though. Not going to be that far off. Codwell on pit road. Mitchell's there. Now the question is how long do these yellows out, though? Uh-oh, wow, you kidding? Oh, talk about devastation. Corey, was it Grinch again? What happened to the Grinch? He's not stealing Christmas. Stealing cautions. Whoops, it out of the turn. Now, earlier, that wasn't a caution. iRacing was being weird. So this is interesting now, because Cody will get the lucky dog, so he might have missed a bullet right there. But this will mar him back in traffic. Not what he wanted. It's the advantage that he would have had got slipped away. Caldwell. I pitted at lap 144. Lap different tires. Untimely caution. Probably hurt Cody. I'd say it might have hurt Caldwell also. We'll take a break. Be right back. All right, set the stage here for you. Andrew Caldwell, he stayed out. He pitted at lap 144. Ping and company back here just pitted. Cody Heinzman, though, who pitted at lap 143, is probably the one who's got hurt kind of the most on this one. Oh, yeah, he's going to be back in 12th. Doesn't have the freshest tires. Coming through that field is going to be tough. I'm going to say at this point, Cody's going to need help. Oh, Amanda, up 10. Being quiet. All right, lights off on the pace car. Back green. See what it looks like from the fans' perspective. Again, no helmet required. Our lights. Cars in. Green flag. See Andrew gets a jump out front, but I think it's all here is going to be Burnett. Going to close that gap on him. Ping along with him with Mitchell. See him stacked up back here with Ricker, Osick and company. He's on the high side. Bill Wayne's there. Oh, Cardinal chucking a wall in the back here. Who was that? Down about where Anderson was. 37 machine. Oh, it's Bill Wayne, unfortunately. And there's nothing Cody can do right now. He's kind of stuck. Back in the back. We'll see if Caldwell's holding him off. Right now he is. Oh, wait a minute. We got to call around. Casey Robertson. Corey Robertson. Casey, excuse me. Tomlinson. Again. That one's not a caution. The other one was. About 3 times he's lost it coming out of the turn. That Grinch truck. Oh. Being medieval. Burnett holding on to the second place spot. The Ping right behind him in third. How long can he maintain out front there with Andrew? Mitchell up to fourth. Bowman back in the fifth. He got the Game Genie truck looking good. Ricker. He's right there in sixth for right now. He's got Milwaukee right up underneath him. Kinsey. He slips right there on the inside of that turn. He might go take that spot away, and it looks like he might. Battle. 6 and 7. Ricker's got it. Bill Wayne wants it. Shoots to the inside of him. Coming down, 22 to go in this one. So closing laps here tonight. Milwaukee Mile for the Lawn Care 175 here with Cyberr Thunder Tuesday. Good solid race. Bill Wayne takes that spot. Look at this battle going on back here. Amanda Bob, Cody, Van Veet, Sherman. A lot of them back here. Got Corey Sherman, Amanda Sherman. What for Ken? Somebody got to give me the update on that one. Somebody got to know. Where's your man, Michael Murphy? Michael Murphy, unfortunately, is back at 21st spot, a couple laps down. Right here in the Joker machine. Had a rough night so far. But he's still out here trucking. Solid match. Now I gotta look. Sherman and Sherman. Corey and Amanda. I gotta know if they're kin. Somebody gotta know the lowdown. Battle back here though. That man though, it's up front, Codwell. At this track, control with King in second. Mitchell there in third. Ricker's got a battle here. Seventh. And his tires might be going away on him a little bit, Tom. Like Musik's going to try to take the spot. Chris Lane quietly coming up through the field. Up in ninth. Been quiet all night long. See him right there behind him. Chris Lane. Property Auto. Up 6 spots in ninth. Quiet. Found himself in the top 10. Cody's moved back up in the top 10. Time's just going to run out with 17 left. That was just an untimely caution for him. It just triggered, and he did not need that. He had the right pit strategy. Early pitting on the leaders. But then the caution flying. They just threw that notebook out the door. Codwell's benefited from it though. Out front here. The Ping behind him right now. I don't know, what about 15 to go? Can he hang on? That's going to be the question. Oh, Ricker's able to make it right back around Hosek. Slipped. These guys back here battling hard for that 7th, 8th place spot. See old Tom slipping. Here comes Steven right back on him. Oh. Spot right. But yeah, I would say Cody had the right idea with the pit strategy. And just like we've seen Mitchell in the last couple weeks, pit strategy just kind of biting them. And they are catching Caldwell. They're just still going at each other back here, I think. Nope, that's Milwaukee. He's taking over Bowman's spot. They are catching the leader. Oh, this is now, Caldwell, this is what he wants to see. He wants to see Greg Mitchell get up here and battle with Ping. 13 to go. If these two guys get back here and start battling, oh, John Milwaukee off the track. Into the pits. Let's go back and watch, see what happened. He's had a rough night tonight, unfortunately. Inside, on the outside, excuse me. The inside and just loops it. Well, that not a caution. Oh, he towed it. Okay, well, no. How is that not a caution? Really? Racing needs to wake up. Greg Mitchell. All over the back end of the leader of Caldwell. I think it's just a matter of time before he takes that top spot from him. We're going to have 10 to go when he crosses the line. Yep. Here tonight at Milwaukee Mile. Mitchell's looking for redemption. And to punch his ticket into the round of 8. Caldwell's trying it. You can see Mitchell right there. I mean, this is where Caldwell's got to protect that inside lane. Don't make a mistake. I know that's a playout driver. Mitchell's got to be careful. He don't want to wreck. Caldwell will be like, man, I want to call. And he's protecting that inside. And that's what, rightfully so. He needs to. Needs to protect that inside lane. The problem is he's got those older tires. Well, it's only 2-lap difference, but 2 laps huge here at this track. And you can see him right there. He's protecting that inside. Going to force Mitchell to go to the outside or try it. Or Caldwell just make a mistake somehow, and right there it is. Yep. All it took was the run off the turn. And Mitchell's going to have those newer tires a little bumpy. He tried to pinch him down. Oh, and he got sideways off the turn. See how loose it's getting. It's going to bring Dustin Ping into this battle. Caldwell just can't hold on to it. Wow, he gave it all, though. Gave it everything he had out there. Greg Mitchell to the point. Dustin Ping right behind him. Caldwell trying to drive it on the inside. Just can't get the drive off the turn. Get it going in. Can't get it coming off. Maybe put the fan view here. Wow. Yep. It's going to be a matter of time. Just Mitchell's going to run away. Back and see what Burnett's doing back here in fourth. By himself. Milwaukee's there. Bowman. You got Cody. He's coming. He's trying. He's not giving up. Took the spot away there from Tom. Tom going to be able to crisscross him back over and take that 7th back. They'll duke it out side by side. 5 to go in this one. Tom's got a good run tonight. Up to 8. Posted there tonight. Eric Anderson taking over Chris Lane there in the 10th place spot. Anderson, man, looking good here. Chris Lane got a good solid night tonight, up 4 spots there. I wonder what happened to Tanner earlier on, though. You get an update. Still want to update on the Amanda and Corey. They can. I know somebody's going to go back and watch the broadcast. All Greg Mitchell. Does he punch his ticket to the round of 8 tonight? For the win, he does. 4 to go. Coming out of turn 4 will be 3 to go. Codwell back there trying to hold off Dustin. The good news is, even if Dustin gets around him, let's see, Rex and Burnett, I think he's just going to run out of time catching him for 3rd place. Codwell's trying everything he can to hold on to 2nd, but I do believe Dustin's probably way faster. And that's one more spot I think Dustin would love to have, because that's points. Got 2 to go. I mean, that's huge points. Might not punch his ticket automatically to round of 8, but it gives him some breathing room. Another playoff driver right behind him, Burnett. Right here, Ping. Codwell drives it in that turn. Dustin's there. Get the white flag one more time. The man out front of Mitchell. Here tonight at Milwaukee Mile. Watching this battle here for 2nd. Mitchell's got a good out front. Codwell for 2 more turns. Does he make that slip, or does Ping able to get him? Ping goes. Oh, he gets to drive on the inside, and he blocked him. Wow. I'd bump and run him. Is he going to bump and run him? Nope. He's not going to do it. Codwell hangs on to 2nd. What a battle. Mitchell wins it here tonight, though. Oh, good race here in Milwaukee. Let's bring up some of these here and get a word with. Let's bring up Dustin. Dustin, join the booth. Got a copy?
Got you.
Well, wild night tonight. I tell you, kind of up and down. Didn't see a lot of cautions here, but he was able to get up there to 3rd. You looked a little faster than Codwell there for 2nd. I mean, did you maybe think about the bump and run?
I thought about it, but I didn't want to be that type of guy. He was kind of chopping me the last couple laps. I thought about it, and I was like, I'll just take the 3rd and get out of here.
Hey, a good points night for you, like you said, trying to head off here with the playoffs starting tonight. Was that in the back of your mind with this track? And then at any time, I mean, did tires play a huge factor here?
Yeah, the chase, the start of the playoffs was definitely on my mind. A good finish here was definitely a good way to start the playoffs, but tires kind of played into factor, but not really. It's kind of weird because they kind of plateaued about 30 laps in, and then it just stayed about the same lap time. So
I'll tell you what, you look good. Come home here 3rd tonight. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank the sponsor of this race, Cyberr, for putting us on, Ping Precision Auto, Conrad Group, and Activa.
There you go, Dustin Ping, bring her home at 3rd. Look here at this man here, Andrew Codwell. Andrew, Joanne the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, you had a little bit, I won't say not quite a disadvantage, but a little disadvantage on those little older tires with that caution coming out, but you was able to hold strong up front. I mean, was that going through your mind whether or not hey, look, can I hold these guys off later on, or did you kind of know that at some point they were just going to be a little faster? But Still came home second.
Yeah, I was hoping the tires would hang on just a little bit more, but Milwaukee just eats tires up. So if you run too hard too early, that's your run. You're falling to the back. And I guess I ran a little bit too hard and came up short by 7 laps.
Hey, a still great run, great finish. Come home second. A little worried there, Ben. Dustin might do a little bump and run on you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did throw a block, so I was kind of expecting it, but he raced me clean, so I appreciate it. But yeah.
Hey, good run, good finish tonight. Come home second, a good showing. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I gotta thank you up in the booth for broadcasting for us. I gotta thank Jason Dinsmore, Ethan and Mackenzie Millane for sponsoring the race for you to broadcast, Mom and Dad, and I think that's it.
Andrew Caldwell coming home here in second. The dog's getting excited for everybody. Greg Mitchell, though. Greg, you in the booth? You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, punched itself into the round of 8, and that's a good one here showing for you tonight, but kind of a little bit up and down here. And I think pit strategy played a factor. I know some of the pit strategies in the past have kind of bit you a little bit, but got yourself in the right spot. Was you maybe a little bit kind of worried you weren't going to be able to get up there as the laps were closing in?
Yes and no. I mean, I was just kind of taking my time, trying not to burn my stuff off. I mean, you never know when you're back there. You can get mixed up in something, and it's also hard to pass people in dirty air too. So, wasn't sure if I was gonna catch the leaders. A lot of them were better than me on the long run. So, yeah, where the cautions fell kind of helped. I was actually bailed out on that first one because I was racing a little hard to try to get some track position, and I might have been about a lap short on fuel. So that was a close one.
Hey, like I say, sometimes better lucky than good, man. But I mean, you got both the luck and the good out here tonight. Look strong, got the win. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, man. Thanks to Jason, Ethan, and Mackenzie for sponsoring tonight. Happy to have them do that. Tom, as always, for running the league. He runs a killer league. You for broadcasting, and shout out to my dad, who's always watching and supporting. So always appreciate that.
There you go, putting it in the victory lane tonight. Old Greg Mitchell, and he puts himself in the round of 8 also. Folks, what a exciting night it was here for the Milwaukee Mile for the Lawn Care 175 here for the Cyberr Tuesday. For myself and everyone, I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good night.